All right, so I have an interesting question here for 17. So we have the figure above shows the graph of f. If f of x equals this function, which of the following could be the graph of y equals g of x? So, I think I want to have an idea of, what is g of x, right? What, what will that look like? And, one way we can do that is I have something that kind of looks like g of x, right? It's g of t, but I want to see if I can convert it to g of x. So what I'll do is I'll take the derivative of f of x, and then I'll take the derivative of the integral from 2 to x g of t dt. Now we're going to use the fundamental theorem of calculus here, but let me just kind of show you how that works. So the integral of 2 to x g of t dt, that actually equals the antiderivative of g of t evaluated at 2 to x, right? So whenever we run this out, I'm going to get g of x minus g of 2, right? Now, whenever I take the derivative of that, so if I take the derivative of g of x minus g of 2, or, excuse me, the antiderivative of g of x, okay, anyway, I think you get what I'm trying to do here. This is just a constant, so this is going to go to 0, but the derivative of the antiderivative is the original function. So this is going to be equal to g of x. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to show you how that works. So therefore, f prime of x equals g of x. Now, this is the graph of f. So what is the, how do I say this? What is the graph of g of x going to look like? So if I flip this and I say, okay, well, g of x equals f prime of x, right? That function. Then what I'm going to have is, well, first I need to recognize that, look, the slope is positive, right? And it's increasing. So therefore, my graph of the derivative is also going to be increasing, right? Because the derivative is going to be positive. And, oh, you know what? I'm sorry, excuse me. The slope is a constant value, right? And the slope never changes here because we have, that linear value. So therefore, because it's a positive slope, right? Because it's a positive slope, I'm going to have a fixed value here, right, for the derivative. So again, this right here, so x and y, 0, this is the graph of g of x, which equals f prime of x. So therefore, the correct answer is going to be something that looks like this. So it's not going to be E, it's not going to be D, it's not going to be C, and it's not going to be B because notice how it's constant, but it's negative. And again, we know it needs to be positive slope, therefore positive derivative. So therefore, the correct answer is going to be answer choice A. Hopefully that made sense. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.